Awakening, Leadership, and the Language of the Soul. Hello, soul travelers, and welcome back to our YouTube channel, The Circle of the Invisible Flame. For most everyone, the question has stopped being whether or not you will awaken. The question is now, what are you going to do with the knowledge you have gained? What kind of leader will you be in the new earth? The year 2020 acted as a trigger that activated millions of souls who had agreed before incarnating to step forward when the moment arrived. That moment has arrived. We are in it. What many are discovering, however, is that leadership is not what we were taught. Leadership is not granted by a title or a position, education, or authority. True leadership begins with self-governance. It begins with the choice to govern ourselves with integrity, compassion, courage, and wisdom. This naturally raises another question. Are the messages that I receive or I have received, are they real? Is channeling real? My answer? Yes, absolutely. Channeling is the language of the higher dimension or dimensions. It is a form of thought transfer, energetic communication, and guidance, which some of you may call intuition or telepathy. Most of you have probably experienced it already without realizing it, because it's often far more subtle than what is portrayed publicly. It may arrive as a fully formed thought during meditation. It may appear as an image, a phrase, a knowing, or a gentle inner nudge. It often carries a distinct feeling of warmth, peace, love, or certainty. As the veil between our worlds and dimensions continues to lift, many are noticing and will continue to notice synchronicities, repeating numbers, right? Meaningful coincidences, dreams, visions, and moments of profound clarity. These experiences are not meant to create dependency. They are invitations to trust yourself. One of the questions I am asked very often is, how do I identify where the guidance is coming from? Many people want to know whether they are Pleiadian, Arcturian, Andromedan, Lyrian, Avian, you name it, or anything else. Personally, I see them all as family. Their guidance often blends together so completely that it is difficult even for me to separate one influence from another. Still, because so many have asked, I will share how I personally recognize their energetic signatures. When I said I see them all as family, some of you may have half siblings or adopted siblings, and you don't see them any different, even if they are a different color or race. Yeah, you just see them as brethren. This is how I see my guides. I don't separate them or pigeonhole them into these Pleiadians or Arcturians. However, since I am asked often, I will tell you how I recognize their signatures. To me, Pleiadian energy feels very nurturing. It's motherly, compassionate, and very heart-centered. It encourages forgiveness, healing, and love. Always love. They're here right now. Arcturian energy often feels structured, transformational. Their energy pushes us toward healing, growth, and the transmutation of old wounds. They are the teachers, so they are very structured. Lyrian energy, if you're a musician or an artist of any kind, you have a lot of this energy. Lyrian energy awakens creativity, courage, individuality, and self-expression through music, art, symbols, and inspiration of all kinds. Syrian energy. Syrian energy draws you toward history, legacy, ancient wisdom, family, and the remembrance of who we have been. And for those of you that know me and or have known me as a teacher, as you think back, you can see all of these energies working through me in the classroom because they were always all there at one point or another. The last energy I will talk about is the Andromedan. These are the energies that I receive. Okay, there are many, 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 many others, but I don't receive from everybody. Andromedan energy encourages freedom, truth-seeking, curiosity, and the courage to question appearances in order to discover deeper truths. And ultimately, this is the one that got me to retire. So again, you can see how all of these energies work through me. These descriptions reflect, of course, my personal experiences, and they may differ from yours. Alongside these experiences, as you all have experienced, come synchronicities, which is the series of repeating numbers. Answers that arrived through conversations, falling books, TV, radio, just a conversation that you hear from somebody that's just walking by, songs, social media, dreams, and even moments of deja vu. I know this place. I've been here, but I've never been here. All of these experiences serve one purpose: to help us trust ourselves. They are not meant to replace our sovereignty, but to strengthen it. Eventually, the external validation arrives only to confirm what we already knew deep within ourselves. There is one final experience I wish to mention because too few channelers mention this one. And again, those of you that know me, you heard me mention this a lot. Homesickness. Some of us, many more than would like to come forth and say so, have experienced a profound longing that we cannot explain by anything on earth. And it is not a longing for a specific place, person, or memory. And it's just deep remembrance of something that we call home. And if you're like me, you find it very hard to talk about because you're chastised. People couldn't understand, especially if you had a comfortable life, a happy life. Why would you be homesick for so? You've got everything, right? It's not like that. Because even we don't understand why we're feeling it. So now I'm telling you, it is a deep remembrance of home. Some may experience it through dreams of other worlds, ships of light, or places filled with profound peace and unconditional love. Upon awakening, there is often a very strong desire to return to, I don't want to wake up, don't wake me up. I believe this homesickness serves as a beacon. It reminds us who we are. It keeps us aligned with our purpose. It encourages us to cultivate more love, more compassion, more peace, and more understanding until Earth itself becomes the reflection of the home we left behind and the home we remember. As we do, gifts and abilities that once seemed dormant or unbelievable, impossible, unattainable, begin to awaken because our souls remember. So I hope these reflections help you as much as they have helped me. In closing, let me remind you to continue caring for your body. Drink a lot of clean water. Spend time in nature. Practice gratitude. Thank your guides. We often forget to do that. Your mentors, your angels, and your loved ones in spirit for their presence and their support. Whether you know their names or not, they are always near. And when the time feels right, when you're comfortable, share what you have learned. Help those who are just beginning their journey of awakening. Remember that we do not all awaken at the same time, but we will all arrive at the same place. So again, if this message resonated with you, please give it a like so that others may find benefit in it. Subscribe if you haven't done so you can listen to other messages. And yeah, by all means, please share this message with those you think could benefit from them. I am Simera'Kai, keeper of the flame and bridge between worlds, and home, as some of you already know, to Aurelion, my forever love and guardian angel, my twin flame. I leave you with love, light, peace, and hope for a better tomorrow. Until our next chat.